Okay, so I've had a script that I've kind of started the bare bones to. And so what this is basically a utility to help me do screenshotting in Wayland. So I'm currently, I believe it should pull up with fast fetch, if I can spell it right. Yeah, I'm in River currently, as it says here. Cool. And so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of finish that up. So I've got it started here. So I've called it screen shoot. And I've got a couple other utilities installed to facilitate it. So the first thing we're going to do is actually get our choice variable. And so we need to kind of pick it from like a number of things. So what we're going to do is we're going to echo minus e, and we're going to go with, so what is it? We want to, first thing, everything. And then we go \n for our new line because that's how it's going to parse out in the menu that we're going to use. Then we've got region. And then we've got our output. I think we're going to go with that because that should work. Then our next thing is we've got to pipe it into something. And what I've got is Tofi to do that for us. And I believe it was minus prompt text was our thing. And let us check. Yeah, prompt text is what we're going to use. Oh, I didn't end the quotes. That helps a lot. Okay, had to take an intermission, but what was it? So we can go screen shoot what? And I'm going to add a space in there because it doesn't seem to add spaces too well. And that should give us that. So the next thing we need to do is do our case statement. And we are going to do choice. I think it's in. And then we do esac. Ah! There we go. So let's have the right layout on. Everything. And region. And then output. Oh, wait, no. Okay. That separates everything. And then all we should need to do now so yep, it will, so let's select a region, and now we can select a region out of that. And then let's do that again, and we can select everything. Which output do we want? Let's go with the OBS one. Okay. And now when we go to our if I could have it on the right screen, please. Okay. We're going to use that for now. We go down to screenies. Oh, right here. Got it. So it has that one where you selected the region, that one where it's both outputs, and that one where it's just the one. So I know it's a pretty simple script, but I think I explained everything pretty well to how it works. I hope. Because literally all it is, so if we go through it, and a lot of my power scripts are the same way. Because basically we take a line, we print it to standard out, and then we pipe that standard out into a menu script. In this case, Tofi, which is very similar to dmenu, which I've themed very similarly to my dmenu, so I can go like this, and you can see that it's like very, very similar colors. Okay. And so then what Tofi does is once we select something, it outputs it to standard out. It saves it to the variable. I mean, usually it prints it to standard out if you're not saving it into something. But in this case, standard out will go to that choice variable that we asked it to save that value into. And then we check the case, check that value with basically a switch statement. Like, so if choice is everything, then it'll take a whole, screenshot of it and save it as the file. Or we can select a region and it'll give us let us do the bounding box thing, or we can select an output and it will let us select whichever screen that we happen to have, if that's applicable. So the other thing to keep in mind here is Grim, in this case, just does a screenshot of everything. So what we're doing here is we're using Slurp to select a certain area of the screen to capture. And so just typing out Slurp on its own basically turns this on, and then it'll print those coordinates out to the screen. In this case, it prints it into Grim for it to select a region to screenshot. Okay, cat. Turd. Okay, come here. Okay, anyway. And then finally, that Slurp-O, the -O tells Slurp, hey, I want to select, based on an output or screen, a region that way, so you can go Slurp -O, and it brings this up. And if I select it, it basically does the same coordinates thing, because everything's like one big canvas, according to Grim and Slurp, you can say. And so it just prints out the coordinates and the set bounding box of that screen on the canvas overall. So yeah, that's the breakdown of how it works and kind of like how to do it. And possibly a way that you can learn to write shell scripts as well. So yeah. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithm, boost the video up, share this video with your friends. If you found it informative or you just want to chat, I've got plenty of places in the description, Discord, Guilded, and what have you. Check those out, and I will see you guys in the next one.